This is DV LeBron, and this is DV in the Word. Today, I want to look into the power truth of letting God guide our path. Life journey is full of twists and turns and crossroads. In the midst of this journey, we often find ourselves facing important decisions, uncertainties, and challenges. How we navigate these moments can shape the course of our lives. It's in these times that we're called to remember the words of Proverbs 3 5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean towards your understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. This world it encourages us to rely on our own wisdom and understanding. These verses provide a profound reminder that our true guidance comes from God. When we lean on him, acknowledge his sovereignty, and invite him to guide us, he aligns our steps with his divine purpose. The process requires surrender, humility, and willingness to relinquish our desire for control. The story of Moses beautifully illustrates this concept of God guiding our paths. In Exodus 3, Moses encountered a burning bush that was not consumed by flames. In this moment, God revealed himself to Moses and called him to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. Moses initially doubted his ability, but God assured him of his presence and guidance. Through Moses' obedience, God led the Israelites through the wilderness, providing them with both physical and spiritual sustenance. He will lead you through that dark path that you're going through, and he will get you to light, but you got to trust him. Letting God guide our path involves several transformative aspects. Trusting in God's wisdom is one of them. Our finite understanding is no match to God, his omniscience. Trusting in God's wisdom means acknowledging that he knows what is best for us, even when we can't see the full picture. Walking in faith. Following God's guidance often requires stepping into the unknown with faith. Abraham's journey of faith in Hebrews 11, 8-10 demonstrates that obeying God's guidance can lead to blessings beyond imagination. Seeking God in prayer. Prayer is in our direct line of communication with God. Think of it like the phone, your cell phone. You could pick it up and call God. When we're uncertain about our path, seeking his guidance through prayer allows us to hear his voice more clearly. Renewing the mind. Romans 12:2 encourages us to be transformed by the renewing of our mind. This involves aligning our thoughts with God's truth, which then informs our decisions. God's truth, not yours, what you feel good about, what you feel like is right. No, but God's truth, the only truth. Embracing detours. Sometimes God's plan might lead us through unexpected detours. These detours are opportunities for growth, refinement, and learning to rely even more on God's guidance. Learn the lesson that God's trying to teach you. Experiencing God's presence. The psalmist writes in Psalm 16:11 that in God's presence is fullness of joy. When we let God guide us, we experience joy of being in alignment with his will and the blessings that come from that. In conclusion, letting God guide our path isn't just a one-time decision. It doesn't just happen when you ask him to save you. There's more. It's a daily surrender. It's a commitment to seek his will, trust his wisdom, and obey his leading. Just as a shepherd guides his flock, God desires to lead us on a path that brings us closer to him and fulfills his purpose for our lives. So as we journey through life, let's continuously choose to let God guide our path. For in doing so, we find direction, purpose, and profound sense of peace that surpasses all understanding. This is DV LeBron, and that was DV in